cells when the following happens. Imagine that you have some E. coli cells, you cannot prevent it, on your kitchen table, and you have it very clean. Then the E. coli cells are sort of dormant. But now, as you see that on the left side, when you spill milk, then the milk molecules, lactose molecules, make it into the cell, tell the cell there's some delicious lactose around, and the cell now genetically begins to program itself to make proteins that import the lactose into the cell and catalytically degrade it into components that the cell is doing. Let me show it to you again. So here you see again how it works, and you see then each of the LAC-Y, they are called these green little spheres, proteins that are made by the cells. And you see it's rather stochastic, and the cells have actually personality. Some of them do it very quickly, some of them don't do it so quickly, and at the end you have actually two who are really outdoing all the other ones in responding and eating the milk most quickly. You see also in pink the messenger RNA that is the genetic message that is controlling this whole process. And then most important now for you, as GPU programmers, you see on the left side the table with how effectively this calculation is done on the GPU, on an older model, on a newer model, and I'm supposed to tell you that this calculation was actually done on the cluster, on the Lincoln cluster at NCSA, where that was accelerated by the GPUs. Without the GPUs, this project wouldn't exist. With it, we have now a new field that permits us to simulate actually entire cells.